Right, guys, back with a recap. Today's recap is of the 1st of August, first day of the month. We did not trade, I believe, yesterday and Tuesday, so Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, I didn't really see anything that I liked in the market, and Wednesday, I saw a half okay trade, which I was tempted to take, but I don't really trust the market on days when Powell's talking, so I didn't take it. That simple. Not, nothing major really. Just didn't take the trade that I thought was okay. Um, and then, yeah, just sort of left it there. It's one of them where that's just sort of the way I like trading. That's the simple way I can put it. I don't like trading when I feel like it's not there's not really a good risk to reward in certain situations and so on. Then I ended up trading today. Um, The P&L was really good. P&L was really good. $576. That's really, really, really good P&L. Really good P&L. I think that's my highest P&L on the account so far. So that's really nice. Just a shame that it's also probably one of my worst days on the account so far. Probably besides the first initial, the horrible day, this is probably the worst. It's not that bad. It's just that I put too much risk on the table for what I wanted. That's the best way I can make it seem and make sense. I wanted to take a trade. I wanted to take the trade being a short. I thought we would keep pushing down. I would have another leg lower down to about the 300s. And then we would sort of chop around and give some resistance at 300. So I was happy to take a quick 10 points down to the 20s and see how we reacted off that. I then took a trade. I took the trade and it was pretty much bottom tick entry. And then we ripped out of it. We went from 30s all the way up back to the 90s almost, up to about 80s, 90s. But we did it in a way that made it seem like we were about to rip down and that we were about to flip green. So I added a second lot because the delta looked nice. I felt like it looked quite nice to flip red and then start making a new leg down and start pushing down to 300s. So I would have liked to sit there and got that in, took off at about the 10s to 300, somewhere around there, maybe 20, something between these sort of levels when I sort of felt like we had stopped moving as nicely. And I ended up sitting there and having to get back into another load of drawdown. But this time the drawdown was absolutely horrendous. I went down, 50, 60 points with two lots. So I was at about $2,000 on the day. And yeah, that was not a nice trade at all. I was in full meltdown pretty much. I won't lie to you. I was in full panic, oh my god, what the fuck have I done? What am I doing? Why did I do this? I knew it was not a good trade. I knew I didn't want to take this trade because I looked at the market before I even took the trade. I was like, there's no point to enter here yet. I can't get short here because we're just selling off. So there's no reason, there's no resistance point to make from this. I couldn't get long because I'm not going to short something like this. So I ended up sitting there and having to pretty much hope. That was the best way I could put it. I was hoping that we wouldn't go up high enough and that we would have another leg down and it would be a decent leg down. And yeah, we got the leg down. I think because I got so emotional with the trade, I didn't trade it the way I would usually have traded it, and I would have liked to have traded it because for me, the trade today, I wanted to try and see if I could let one of the contracts run because I put myself into $200 of profit pretty much instantly. Well, not since it took off the first lot, where I kind of wanted to see if I could get this one to run. I was happy to take my take profit at 300. If we went down, we went all the way down. We went to about 303, and then we moved back up to about the 15s, which I got a little bit scared at because I didn't want to see this move to break even because I was still up $350 on the trade, and I knew it was still going to be a really nice day. It would be a difference in making, say, $400. It's a difference between making $200 and making like $700 or $600 or whatever. So I just took it off. Should I have took it off? Yes, because yes and no. I don't know. I think I was too emotional today, and I think I was too scared of losing today, and I was too focused on just taking a trade instead of just trading what I saw. There wasn't really a good trade when I took the trade, Now it became a good trade, and it could have become a really good trade because if I just walked off and put break even on, I'll be up right now like fucking what? The market right now is my entry was 19,330, and we're all the way down right now at 19,080. So what? 250 points. Each 50 points is with two lots. What? Each 50 points is $2,000. So yeah, did a math on that. That's a nice trade. Easily could have took today if I just let that. Obviously, I'm not going to sit there and act like that's something that I would have actually done there. Would never have took a trade like that. They would never have traded like that. It's more a case of I want to be able to do sort of some things where I do let a trade play out a bit more, because today could have been one of them, and I did put myself in a position to be able to, with the second lot, I could have quite easily say move break even, and then let the trade play out and just move my stop down with the trade, where I quite easily could have took off, easily could have still been in that one contract and be up on the trade right now with one contract, probably like $3,000 or $4,000. That's just the way it is, though, isn't it? Yeah, that's the way it is today. I still took a really good P&L, so I'm not upset about the P&L. It's more the actual fundamental idea behind the trading, and the way that I was trading was not good. I took good P&L, but the trade was terrible. I am hoping soon that I will get above the threshold to be able to trade with micros, with like 5 micros, where I can take these sort of bigger, wider range trades with just 5 micros or 4 micros or whatever. If I had took off today, if I had got my full TP on my second contract, I would have been there today because I would have took another $200, and that would have put me up to just shy of $1,600, maybe just about $1,600, where I would have been able to trade 4 lots from tomorrow onwards, and then it would have been another case of having another couple good days, and then I would have been able to take 5 lots. But that's just the way it is. Overall, I'm happy with the P&L. I'm not happy with the trading. Not the best start of the month for me. Obviously, happens sometimes. It does happen. I just need to sit there and sort of manage it a bit better because I was in full meltdown. Yeah, that's just the best way I can put it. Hopefully we can sort of figure it out and stop doing these sort of things. So they do happen quite rarely, but more often enough. But they're happening more often than I want to. But I haven't had one. I think looking at my journal since I think the last time I had one of these sort of days was the 12th of July. So it's a decent amount of time away. I think I had maybe a bit of a shit one on the 17th as well, but I haven't had one since then, we'll say. But yeah, that's just sort of the way I am trading at the minute. Not perfect at all, not doing things perfectly at all. Hopefully we can fix these sort of situations and not let them be a recurring issue to keep happening. But it's one of them where I just need to sit there, focus my head down, focus on taking my profit, taking my trades, taking my sort of setups that make sense of where I can put a risk on it and doing that, because at the end of the day, today was not a day where I should have been taking anything. I don't think I should have been looking at the market, seeing there's nothing I can do here. Maybe wait 10-15 minutes, and then when we start getting short, when we start looking like we might sell off down up at the 80s, maybe look for a short down again and look down there, because then I can easily quite quickly as well take very quickly. Could have been taking sort of 30 points quite quickly, because the market at the minute is moving quite a lot. It's moving a lot at the minute. We're getting really big up and down days. Like the last 2 days, for example, before today, we opened up at 19,200 and we ripped all the way down to 18,800. Then we moved all the way up from that open, all the way up from 18,800 all the way up to 19,000 and closed at 19,500, almost 600, where it's like massive moves in the market right now. Really like huge, to the point where it's kind of scary to trade. We're doing like 2% days on a regular at the minute, which is not fun. Not fun to be trading those sort of days. Not fun to be trading the 2% days. Not a fan of it at all. But yeah, that's just the way the market is at the minute. That's just the way that I need to sort of react and trade off the market. Will I trade tomorrow? I'm not sure. I might take tomorrow as a day off just because of today. And I think I do have something on tomorrow. I could be wrong. I think I have something on tomorrow. Where if I have got something on, I won't trade it. But I will see. Overall, at the minute, my May was pretty shocking with trading, but it was a lot of good building blocks I brought in. June, the same thing. A lot of good building blocks I brought in. It was actually not too bad of a trading month at all. And then July, again, the P&L came through really hard in July, but it was not that different to June. The market, I just feel like I traded the market a lot better. And then obviously this month, so far, P&L wise is good. Actual trading wise has been awful. So we want to turn this around. We want to let this sort of become not the norm. And we want to flip this around and turn it into a sort of, a place to build from. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you all being well, next week. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But probably next week. So